Craig and I just sat here in Tony's hayfield waiting for him to finish rowing up, and Craig just said to me, this reminds me when we were lads at Joe Cook's helping out, when we were youngish lads, early teens, Craig, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it were about
And younger.
12 or 13, I think we were. We used to go to Joe Cook's, do a bit of all sorts. We'd go stacking bales. One of us would ride it back at Flat 8 sledge when it were jamming up and just free it off as they're going along. I used to have a wage reckoner for how old you were in them days and what you got paid. The best thing about it was at drinking time, it'd come into the field with a mini milk churn full of sweet tea.
Yeah.
You'd get a ham sandwich and a piece of plum pie. Maybe it don't sound much, but by God, when you're in a field and you've been sweated up when you've been working, there's nothing like it.
And I think plums are out of his orchard, Craig.
Yeah.
And I think a lady called Mrs. Fawcett used to be his housekeeper.
Yeah.
She would make us drink it. Our drinkings, wouldn't she? Plum pie, were lovely, wasn't it? Crikey, how many years ago was that?
A lot of years, but there were no like.
There were nothing like it in them days. It were lovely.
You can stick your caviar and whatever. Ham sandwich and a plum pie and a
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea out of a mini milk churn will do for me.
It were bloody lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That might not mean a lot to a lot of people here, but to us, it meant the world to us at time, and it says as much because we remember it and we're talking about it now.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, a cup of tea, ham sandwich and plum pie. It was just,
you'll never forget that. I mean,
nostalgia.
Yeah, and you could go work on farms, and then that's where we cut our teeth on. You learnt to drive tractors, back in trailers, and you did stuff. You could do that. We went milking on a weekend.
Yeah, we did. We did all
and we
those
weren't
things.
very old, only 12, 13, 14, and you look forward to doing that. I mean, I drove the first tractor on the road I drove was there at Joe Cook's, and that was a massive Ferguson 148, 8-speed, non-multi-power, and I remember that for the rest of my life because I love the sound of that tractor, and if I could find a restored one of them in old-like condition, I'd buy it.
Yeah, it's
just for the sake of that, just to get a 148.
I think, Craig, it's testament as to how much it did mean to us those times. They were lovely times, happy times for us.
Yeah.
The fact that we sat here in Hayfield 2025
Yeah.
and we still remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah,
we
you still remember them. And they used to go carting straw with 2 4-wheel rollers.
Yes.
One yoked onto the back of the other one.
That's
Now,
it.
135 with a bale slave up front that picked a stack of 8 up. How do we remember that? You do, though, because you like doing it.
It happy times,
Yeah.
Craig. It was.